Thank you very much, sir.
Start कीजिए.
Good evening, everyone. Namaste, namaskar. A warm welcome to day 3 of our week-long online workshop on AI in research, redefining methodology, empowering analysis, organized by Communication Today and Writers Reservoir. I hope you all had insightful takeaways from the past 2 days. Today promises to be even more engaging as we explore practical application of AI. I'm deeply honored to once again welcome our chief patron, Professor Sanjeev Bhanawat, sir, whose wisdom and support continue to guide us. Sir, we welcome you, and also we would like your blessings and your blessing and your knowledge give us a path that we can work and gain more and more knowledge and go further for our future. Sir, we welcome you.
Namaskar.
We are honored to have with us Professor Dr. Manvinder Singh Pahwa, Professor, Department of Commerce, Dr. Hari Singh Gaur, Center, University, Sagar, who brings immense expertise in the intersection of technology and academic research. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you.
On behalf of the organizing team, I extend my warm regards to our participants and organizing members. Thank you very much for joining us today. Before we begin our session, I request to all our participants that please fill the feedback form. This is very important as your attendance will be counted on the basis of that form. The link will be shared in the chat, also in the WhatsApp group. Also, a short quiz will be shared with you all. Kindly take that quiz. This will also help us understand how much you have learned. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's session with the slogan, let's learn together, let's grow together. I hand over this session to Dr. Manvinder Singh Pahwa. Sir, over to you.
Yeah. Thank you. I hope I'm audible there.
Yes, sir, you are very good.
So let me share my screen once again. I was sharing before and introduce.
आस्था को होस्ट बना दीजिएगा इनको.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
प्रॉब्लम होने.
Your PPT was visible to us. Now it is not, but it was previously.
As soon as it is visible to you, it is going from my screen. Anyway, just a moment. Actually, multiple windows are open. Let me just start it again. Yeah, it is coming now.
Yes, sir, it is visible now.
Yeah. So today we are starting with the prompts and the descriptives. Descriptives actually includes the central tendency part also. So what are prompts actually? Let us just start from there, because these are the bridge between anyone. What is prompt and why it is called engineering? Engineering is something in order to make the things aligned with certain technology. If we are working, that's why it is called as a prompt. So what are prompts? Can anyone tell me about what the prompt is, or you might have heard about something about the prompts? Anyone? Yes, sir.
It's the clues or cues you give to the chat GPT or AI in
Okay.
order to get the correct answer, maybe, or nearby.
Yeah, because it's an input, first of all, because when we are using AI, like we have a computer, we have input devices like the keyboard and the mouse, right? So we give some command to the system, and in response of that command particularly, it shows or it gives back to us the correct answer which is desirable or which is required. In the same way, when we are talking to AI, this is something which we give it as an input. It can be a question, statement, any instruction, or a combination of these, and that actually provides the ChatGPT to produce a response or elicit a response, because that's what we want it from the AI. So, for example, we are just giving a prompt to Alexa that please run this song for me. So that particular prompt which is given to Alexa for running a song is a prompt actually. That's that command which we give is a prompt. So it is called as a prompt. So essentially prompts are the means by which the users actually communicate their queries or the task to the AI. Now, why it is called engineering? So prompt engineering is a practice of crafting the input queries to elicit the specific, accurate, and useful responses from AI language models. This is very, very important, because if we are weak in giving the queries, or if we are not perfect in telling the AI what actually we desire. So here the communication plays a very, very important role. So if you are communicating properly to the system, to the AI, so because it is artificially intelligent, we have to consider it. The things which are artificially intelligent, and those things which have become intelligent just because or because of the inputs which we have given to that particular machine, will only run from those inputs. So we have to, be very, very specific about our language, our you can say intention with which we want the answer to be given by the machine. So actually, there are certain key components of prompt engineering. So the most important thing, the first thing, is the prompt design. Now, what the prompt design is? So prompt design actually involves the crafting, the structure, and the content of a prompt to ensure the effective communication happens between the user and the AI. Now, what are required for a prompt design to be very, very effective is that it has to be very, very simple. So we must avoid the unnecessary complexities in the prompt itself. Secondly, the precision has to be achieved. You can say what we need it to do. That is to be very, very clear, and our focus has to be centered. Means it is something which is where we want the desired output, which means what we want it to generate. We have to be very, very specific from that point. For example, we can just have a general prompt: explain AI. You can ask AI, just explain AI. Now, another thing This can be a general, well-designed prompt can be explain artificial intelligence, including its definition, its components, its scope, and its application in suppose mass communication, right? So what I desired from the system is something which is very, very specific. And what will be the impact? The well-designed prompt, it actually enhances the quality and the relevance and the focus of the AI responses, and it actually avoids the ambiguity. So this is again very important because it actually has to avoid the ambiguity. Otherwise, we will keep on going for unnecessary iterations. We have to again and again tell it. And you know very well, when we are using the free version, there are very less prompts with us. Otherwise, when the prompts will get exhausted, we will not be able to, do the things, and we have to again wait for 24 hours or 8 hours to complete, depending upon the type of the things which you have taken. And then you can again restart. Now, this is something which is the prompt design actually does. Next is the contextualization. What context you are talking about. So, secondly, you must give the AI the context in which you are talking. So that what is called contextualization, means in what context you are asking the question. That has to be very, very clear. So contextualization actually provides a relevant background. What is the context or the situational information to ensure that the artificial intelligence understands the full scope of the query? That is important. Now, what does contextualization comprise of? It is having, again, it has to be very, very specific. So specificity is one, and the relevance is the another thing which has to be there. Relevance means which we must avoid all type of irrelevant or unnecessary context that might confuse the artificial intelligence to give us the response in a better way. For example, we can just use what are the challenges of a remote work, right? So I want to understand the challenges of a remote working. Now, these challenges, if I will not give context, it will the AI will confuse, right? For example, what can be the improved format or improved prompts for this can be for a technology company, or you can say for a education system. What can be, or managing international teams, what are the challenges of working remotely and how they can be mitigated? So in one prompt, I have asked 2 questions. That is allowed, and AI will answer it accordingly. So we have to give the context. If I'm just talking about, okay, work from home ke baare mein bataiye. So work from home has to be in various contexts. So work from home, particularly for journalism or journalist, might be different. And it is different for the educators. And it is different for those who are in the IT sector. So the context needs to be given, and then only the things will happen. So contextualization actually ensures the AI responses are tailored to the user's unique needs. And it uses cases, or you can say it will lead to more precise and the applicable results will be sought if it is properly taken, right? Next is your instruction clarity. Means whatever instruction you are giving it to it must be very, very, very clear. Means you must use an actionable language. For example, use the verb that defines the task. Or for example, you have to, you may say, okay, make a list of following things. Or you may ask it to summarize. You may ask it to explain it. Or you can ask it, while we will be doing it, you can ask it to analyze the data, right? So you have to use some actionable language, what you want it to do for you. And we must avoid the ambiguity, particularly we must eliminate the vague terms which may confuse the artificial intelligence to give back the proper things which are actually desired. And for example, if there is no instruction clarity, I will just ask the GPT to write a summary, for example. Okay. Now I have given just a vague type of, you can say, prompt, which is just write a summary. What clear instruction can be instead of this? The instruction can be write a summary in 150 words for the main points of the attached research paper on climate change. Now I have given the context also. I have given the clarity also. And my design is also like that, that it actually is prompting the ChatGPT to give me a response which is very, very clear. So what happens with the instruction clarity is that the clear instruction actually reduces the risk of misunderstanding, ensuring that the output aligns with the expectation of the users. And it should happen in the first most attempt itself, then only you will be called as that you are successful. Okay, so this is one. Another thing is the format specification has to be very, very, you have to be very, very specific in what format you want the things to be. Okay, so format specification actually involves specifying how the output should be structured or styled, such as using a bullet point, or you want it in the form of the list, suppose, or you have some specific format which you want the AI to produce the result in that specific format itself. So you have to specify that what do you want. So what we can do for making this a structure, for example, I just want an output like I want it to define that define how the information should be organized, or you can say I have a specific type of thing that I want a list to be. Suppose, let me just give you another example. Let us just understand that if I want to write a letter to the vice chancellor of a university giving certain facts and asking for a relief on that ground, the format will be different. And the same thing if I want to write to a newspaper that these are the things and these are the facts which has happened, the entire format will change, right? So the format, in which format you want, and even along with the format, you can ask for what type of, you want a professional tone, or you want a casual tone, or what type of tone do you want the article be in. So accordingly, you can have to, because sometimes we have to give a very high respect. So we have to put it that use a respectful tone particularly for this. Or you can even ask it to just make a tone in the form of a complaint. You want to make a complaint. So the complaint which is made to a vice chancellor and a complaint which is made to a newspaper editor will be having a different type of formats. So those formats must be very, very clear when we are choosing the things, right? So by combination of all this prompt, you can say prompt design, contextualization, instruction, and the clarity and this format specification, the user can effectively tailor the instruction with the AI to make it relevant, actionable, user specific, and these components actually they work together to optimize the prompt engineering process, which actually ensures that the artificial intelligence output aligns closely with the goals of the user, or the expectation, or the intention of the user. So this is something which is very, very important regarding the prompt engineering. So why it is important? So there are certain you can say points which actually are one or the other way the things which actually discusses about the same thing which we have just now studied, that it enhances the accuracy, it improves the efficiency, expands the functionality, and controls the output style. This is what we need, and these highlights actually focuses on the outcome which is expected in the mind of a person who is using the artificial intelligence. So what can be the core principles of this, you can say, engineering? So we have discussed about clarity and specificity, contextual information. We have given format guidances there. Now, yes, again, what is important is the role assignment. Rest of the things we have already studied or we have already discussed. Now, I have given the last example from the format guidance as the role. That role assignment actually directs the AI to adopt a specific persona. Means you can tell it that assume yourself as a researcher. Okay. So it will assume itself as a researcher and will write the report as a researcher only. Now, at the same time, I want it to assume the role of a teacher. So the output which will come will be in the form of as if somebody is teaching someone. Okay. Now, this is something what I also expect that what AI should do in one attempt. We should actually give it some role in which, and it should play that role, and accordingly the things will come. Let me give you an example. Suppose, for example, I just ask AI to explain the climate change. Okay, so I have not assigned any role, and with the role, how the prompt will change. The prompt will change that consider yourself as an environmental scientist. Right? Now explain the primary causes and effects of the climate change. Now this is completely different from just giving it a prompt like explain the climate change. The things which will be the outcome of this particular thing which I have just now told you will be completely different, and it will entirely wash out what actually we are asking the chat to bring it to us. Because we all are the students of communication and mass communication rather. So these things are required by us at one or the other moment, that if we suppose we want to, I just want to improvise my report. Okay. Whatever I have typed, the report which I have completely prepared, which I want to publish in a newspaper. Now I want to the ChatGPT or any AI platform to improvise the report, then I have to give it the role that as if consider yourself as a just like we have done just now, that consider yourself as a climate change analyst, analyze the report or change the format of the report in the way as if it is being presented by a climate change analyst. So the things you will find, there will be a drastic change in the format which you have previously asked for, and the secondly which you have just now given to it. Okay, so this is something which is important. Another thing is iterative refinement. Now, iterative refinement actually involves continuously improving prompts based on the AI initial responses to achieve the desired outcome. Now, why it matters? So refinement actually allows for a gradual improvement, making the interaction more productive and tailored to the specific. Right? Let me give you an example. So let us just ask ChatGPT. I'm giving a prompt, explain machine learning. This is number one. Right? Secondly, in the step 2, I'm just asking explain machine learning focusing on the supervised and unsupervised method with the help of each. Now, those who do not know about machine learning are divided into these two things. One is supervised and unsupervised methods of machine learning are there when we go for it. So this is something more specifically I have given, and I have actually refined my previous statement to this statement in order to, before asking the ChatGPT or before going to the AI platform, that what specifically I am requiring. What can be improvement on this? The improvement on this can be explained supervised and unsupervised machine learning. Now what I want is, now I want it in a layman's language, right? So I have to tell it that I want the things in the layman's language, which includes the practical cases. So my prompt will further improvise, and it will give me a output on the basis of what I desire and what is my purpose. Right. So this is something which is related to the prompt engineering. There are certain techniques in prompt engineering. We can just go through it once. One is called few shot prompting. Actually, it provides example to demonstrate the patterns of the definition. Actually, pre-shot prompting involves, and it includes a few examples within the prompt to show the desired pattern or a format of a code. Right. So it is like that. For example, you can say translate English sentences into French. Now, what prompt can be there? So we can just have a markdown code, and or otherwise we can just give the examples that we can just give the sentences which is required to be transformed into. So this is something a few short, or you can say very less information we are giving, and we just want it to do the required task in just a very short prompt. So that's why it is called few shot. Zero shot prompting is another one. So zero shot prompting which explains the task without examples. You can say zero shot prompting actually involves directly asking the AI to perform a task without providing examples. Right. So this is something which we consider AI to know. For example, we just give it summarize the passage, and the passage is attached. So it will give us the summary of the passage as such. Next is a chain of thought prompting. That is the step-by-step reasoning. So how it happens is, what type of thing we want the ChatGPT to do, that we have to put in one prompt, that do this first, and then this first, and then this, and then afterwards this, and then afterwards this, and then come to a thing. So we can write a big prompt and make the ChatGPT understand how it is to be done. Then it is called, what we call it as a chain of thought, right? So for example, I just ask it to solve a mathematics problem. So if a train travels 120 miles in 3 hours, what is the average speed? Okay, so this is something which I want it to do. It is a very easy thing. It will do it immediately. But if there are certain tasks where I have to guide ChatGPT that take data from this particular row, multiply it by this, and then come to this, then it will be requiring a more type of thing. Then I have to make the chain of the thoughts which it will think, and then it will process it and further it. Next is your instruction following. That also is something which is a type of prompt which can be used, and means you have to tell the GPT to follow the instructions step by step or one by one, and then process the thing. And sometimes you have to tell it that first you do it, produce the result, and then again do it, and then produce. So it will keep on doing these things in certain instruction. And again, that there is prompt chaining, which we also call as, which involves the breaking down a complex task into the smaller. Tell it to take a break, and then we can go with certain interconnected prompts. Here itself, sometimes we have to use the language that if this is equal to this, then you do this, and if not this, then you do this. So such type of things actually is called prompt chaining, because we are already giving it a prompt, and we are making a chain of prompt, and then further we are putting some logical, you can say logic gates in, like if this, then this, or otherwise. So this type of things are also there, which are also in the prompt. Now, what actually can be the best practices of the prompt engineering, or how it can be, what can you do in order to have the good prompt engineering itself? We have already, I will just run through it, and then we will be coming through how to use it. I will make you do the prompting over here itself, and we will see beautiful results coming out. So we have to be very, very specific. We have to be you have to use proper formatting of the prompt. You have to incorporate the constraints, anticipate the ambiguities, test and iterate, and then leverage the AIs to the fullest. Right. So I would say that effective prompt engineering actually requires a structured approach. And this complete thing will give you the structured approach to maximize the value which we derive from the AI system, like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, your Grok, and other platforms, the general platform which are there. And not only on these platforms, because the instruction in other platforms are also on the basis of the language which we use. So we have to be very, very specific and detailed in the prompts. So a specific and detailed prompt actually ensures the AI to fully understand and the task or the scope, and it provides the relevant responses to it. For instance, for example, if you just say that instead of asking explain AI, just we have done it just now. You can ask it to explain the artificial intelligence with the help of examples in the healthcare, or you can say mass communication, or in education system. So there is something which actually has narrowed down the scope and has made the response precise and tailored in order to fulfill the intended purpose that what it is. So this clarity actually prevents the AI from making the unnecessary assumptions, which can lead to generic, or you can say irrelevant outputs. And you can say another essential practice which we have just now discussed about is to use the proper formatting, which we have done in the prompts itself. So structured prompts with bullet points, numbered lists, or you can say clear section, that makes it very, very easy for AI to to frame the instruction and generate results which are very much coherent. Okay. For example, the prompt which can ask the list of pros and cons of suppose renewable energy, right? So that can be asked. So we can just ask it to just prepare the list of advantage and disadvantage of renewable energy, and we can even say use the bullet points for each, because I want to just a bullet point. Rest of the things I will do by my own. So proper formatting not only really improvises the readability of the response, but also ensure the alignment with the user desired output style, which is very, very important. So to improve the relevance of output, it is very crucial to incorporate the constraints also sometimes, right? Which is again a part of it, because in order to constraints, what are constraints? Constraints are certain limits because I want my answer, I want a abstract to be written, a structured abstract to be submitted to a specific journal. So I have to tell the GPT, please answer in maximum 200 words or 100 words or 500 words. So these are the constraints which are required. And it is also necessary to anticipate the ambiguities. And you can say there is a preemptive address to the prompt, which actually reduces the ambiguities. So ambiguities in the instruction can confuse the AI, and it will result in, you can say, suboptimal type of responses. For example, a vague prompt can be like discuss machine learning. Now, instead of that, we can ask it to be very, very focused answers regarding the what we have just now discussed about the two types of machine learning which we have just forgot it. Anyways, so this is something which we have to actually tell it that how specifically we have to come up and how we have to eliminate the ambiguity in order to achieve our target outcomes. Again, the process of testing and iterating. It is another critical practice which actually has to be there, and it can actually when specifically we are using some initial prompts which are actually lacking the clarity, then we can use this test and iterate. We can even ask some other people to just see that whether is there something more which I should ask in order to make my prompt very, very specific and very good. Suppose, for example, summarize an article in a simple language for a general audience. it can improve the relevance and accessibility in the output. Why? Because I want it in a layman's language so that everyone can understand. So accordingly, I have put certain things which are necessary, right? So further, what we can do is we can leverage the strength of the AI. So AI excels in its task, like you can say summarization, of the content generation, answering the certain questions on the basis and with the help of certain grounds, and understanding these strengths, we can craft the prompts and align them with the with our intention to make it more useful and make it more specific, right? So these are the things which are which we can call as a best practices, particularly for the prompt engineering. So what we can do with the AI is application of prompt engineering can be there in content creation, like writing articles, blogs, and stories. We can even, because most of the most of the people who are using AI ends up over here itself for the content creation, like writing articles, blogs, and stories. And I think most of the mass communication people utilize AI particularly for content creation, right? Writing blogs, stories, or poetries, or songs, or something like that. But it is equally used in data analysis. It is used in education for creating the tutorial and the quizzes and the study guides. You have just now gone with one quiz which I generated using AI only, because I just told sir, and within 5 minutes it was with him. So that was generated through AI. Just I put my material over there and I asked it to prepare 10 questions out of the material which I have given. So that is how the things are being used, particularly with the help of AI. Software development, code generation. You can even ask AI to debug your program. Now, let me tell you, previously when programming used to happen, the debugging of program or finding a error in it used to be a very tedious task. Now, when you're writing a code and the code is not working, particularly for any software, you can put it over on the AI and ask it to correct it or ask to debug it. It will do the needful immediately, and the program will start working. At the same time, automated responses for customer supports are required. That is also can be generated very easily and very effectively using artificial intelligence and by the use of the prompt systems. Last and the most important is your research and marketing, where the AI is used to the larger extent. Literature reviews and hypothesis, we will be doing it today itself, that how we can utilize the AI for doing a good literature review. Marketing campaigns, ideas, slogans, very beautiful slogans, with a lot of rhymings can be created with the help of the application of prompt engineering with in AI. Now, what are the challenges? Challenges are also related to what we have just now studied, that there can be ambiguity in interpretation, lengthy and complexity can be another challenge, context retention, because if we give more input to AI, because we just want everything to be done only in a one prompt, it will confuse, and the AI will not be able to retain the intention with which you are using it. Another is biasness and ethical concerns are also there. We want it to generate certain things which are sometimes unethical. That should not be there. And there is a limited understanding of nuance. Nuance means something which is very, very new. So if you try to ask AI to generate certain things which is very new, it will not be able to do that. Why? Because it is not aware of that. Because it will be aware of only those things which we have asked it to be aware of, right? So this is something which is very, very important, and we must be able to appreciate, and we must be able to understand the challenges which are there. We must keep these challenges in our mind, and then we must proceed further in order to have a better time. So let us just try one prompt. I hope you all are ready with your with your ChatGPT logged in? Are you ready, everyone? Or do you have any question till now? I would like to understand and would like to address any question which you might be having till now, so that we can jump into the practical portion from now and onwards. Yeah. Anyone, any question till now? If you're having, I'm ready for answer.
सर मेरी एक जिज्ञासा थी, यदि अपने 72 पार्टिसिपेंट्स हैं,
जी सर।
सभी लोग एक ही टाइम पे एक ही प्रॉम्प्ट देते हैं,
हाँ।
तो आंसर सेम होंगे या डिफरेंट होंगे?
नहीं सर, सबके आंसर डिफरेंट होंगे, सभी के। और कुछ के सेम भी हो सकते हैं, लेकिन उसमें भी फिर डिफरेंस आता ही है सर
जी।
तो ये एक चीज रहती है। आपने बड़ा अच्छा क्वेश्चन पूछा सर, क्योंकि आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस अपने हिसाब से चलता है और वो एक ही चीज को, मतलब मैंने बताया ना आपको, इसके अंदर भी इटरेटिव चीजें रहती हैं। तो एक बार जो उसने कर दिया ना, वो वापस कोशिश करता है कि ना करे, तो इस तरह का रहता है। या एनी अदर क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम एनीवन एल्स? कोई प्रश्न कोई और पूछना चाहे? कोई भी नहीं? चले आगे। तो देखिए, एक बड़ा सिंपल सा सिनेरियो है। अपने को एक बिजनेस ईमेल लिखना है। व्हाट कैन बी अ बेसिक prompt? Write an email to a client, right? It will design an email for you and you can give it to the client, right? Another thing which can be an engineered prompt. Look, this will give you the difference between these, right? Now, engineered prompt will be: compose a professional email to Sarah Johnson, a client, requesting a meeting to discuss certain project, which is XYZ project. And you should include what? Brief greeting, well wishes, project status, that where the project presently is and what I want to discuss, and suggest the meeting time, and then appreciate for the collaboration. And along with your contact information, and ensure the formal tone. देखिए, इसमें अभी अपन ने जो प्रिंसिपल्स डिस्कस किए थे वो सारी चीजें, कंटेक्चुअलाइजेशन भी है आपके इसमें, यू आर वेरी वेरी स्पेसिफिक एंड प्रॉम्प्ट, वो भी आपका आ गया। हर चीज इसके अंदर है, आप जो भी इसके अंदर देखना चाहिए, एवरीथिंग यू विल फाइंड ओवर हियर। एंड इफ यू डू दिस, you can try this prompt now itself in order to get the answer, what answer you are getting. Yes, please, sir. Can you do it? Do this? Anyone? Just type this and do it. Or you want me to give you some another, because this is a very basic thing and you will lose your one prompt over here also. So do not, it means this is just an explanation that if I just write an email to the client, आपके पास कभी फ्री प्रॉम्प्ट्स हो तो ट्राई करना दोनों के अंदर डिफरेंस क्या आता है। तो यहाँ पर अब देखिए, राइट ईमेल टू द क्लाइंट मैंने इतना सा लिख दिया, तो क्या चीज आ गई आपकी वो, प्लस आपने एक इंजीनियर्ड प्रॉम्प्ट, इंजीनियर मतलब आपने इसमें हर चीज जो मैंने अभी बताई थी वो सब आपने इसमें इंक्लूड करके उसका ध्यान रखते हुए इन चीजों को लिखा, तो आपका जो आउटपुट होगा दैट विल बी अ कंप्लीटली डिफरेंट। Okay, so this is one of the example.
सर मेरे ख्याल कुछ एक्सपेरिमेंट कीजिए, आप कोई भी एक हाइपोथेटिकल सिचुएशन दीजिए और
मैं
प्रॉम्प्ट पार्टिसिपेंट्स को दीजिए कि प्रॉम्प्ट पार्टिसिपेंट्स से जनरेट करें।
हाँ, अब जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल मैं ये अब आपको, क्योंकि अपन डेटा एनालिसिस की बात कर रहे हैं ना सर, तो मैं डेटा एनालिसिस के ऊपर ही इनको देता हूँ कुछ ना कुछ करने के लिए, ताकि इनको अच्छा लगे। राइट, तो एग्जांपल्स ऑफ प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग रिलेटेड टू डेटा एनालिसिस अपन लेते हैं। जैसे आपको सिचुएशन दे रहा हूँ, देखिए, व्हाट टाइप ऑफ डेटा एनालिसिस टेस्ट कैन बी अप्लाइड फॉर अ डेटा सो कलेक्टेड। आपने कोई डेटा कलेक्ट किया, ठीक है, उस डेटा कलेक्शन के साथ में आप कुछ करना चाहते हैं, राइट? So you have collected certain data, and with the help of that particular thing, you just want to explain, you just want it to do certain things, right? So how will you be able to do that? Okay, so this is something which is which can be specific, which can be important, where you can actually design certain things which will tell you that how you can go for certain collection of the data, or you want to ask। देखिए, सबसे इम्पोर्टेंट चीज जो हमारी वो रहती है रिसर्च के अंदर, जैसा हमने डेटा तो कलेक्ट कर लिया होता है, लेकिन हमारे को ये नहीं पता होता कि इसमें टेस्ट क्या लगा और इसका एनालिसिस कैसे बने, राइट? तो यू कैन टेल दिस, राइट? Sir, now what type of prompt engineering is applied? You have to see this, right? Suppose you have conducted some research and you wish to know what kind of statistical tests can be applied. Just now I have told you. So this can be one of the things. So what will you do? Suppose, for example, you have collected a data of, you can say, एक छोटा सा एग्जांपल लेते हैं, जैसे मैथमेटिक्स का आपने एक टेस्ट लिया अपनी क्लास में, ठीक है, और आपकी क्लास में कुल मिला के मान लीजिए 400 विद्यार्थी पढ़ते हैं, 3-4 सेक्शंस हैं आपके, और उसमें कुल मिला के 400 जो है वो विद्यार्थी आपके पूरे सारे सेक्शंस मिला के आपके पढ़ते हैं, और आप जो है प्रिंसिपल हैं उसके स्कूल के, और आपको ये देखना है कि मेल्स और फीमेल्स में से कौन अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहा है। आप क्या प्रॉम्प्ट बनाओगे इसका और कैसे इसको एक्सप्लेन करोगे? मैंने आपको एक सिचुएशन दी, मुझे एक प्रॉम्प्ट बना के बताइए, और उस प्रॉम्प्ट को पहले आप मुझे बना के बताइएगा, फिर अपन उस प्रॉम्प्ट को ट्राई करेंगे, ठीक है? या एनीवन? सिचुएशन समझ में आ गई साहब? 400 स्टूडेंट्स हैं आपके क्लास में, जिसमें से 250 तो लड़के हैं और 150 लड़कियां, ठीक है? ये सिचुएशन है। आपको ये आप ये पूछ रहे हो चैट जीपीटी से कि मैं इसमें टेस्ट कौन सा लगाऊं, तो आप क्या प्रॉम्प्ट बनाओगे? बना के दिखाइए मुझे। रेज योर हैंड्स। I hope you have got the situation. Let me give you the situation in this way again. There are 400 students in your class, right? 250 are males, 150 are females. Okay, you have conducted a test in mathematics, and both the types of, or you can say both the gender of students have scored some marks. Now I want to understand what can be the statistical test which can be applied, and you have to ask it to ChatGPT. What prompt will you take? वो prompt मुझे आपको बोल के बताना है, पता है?
Sir, they can write in chat box also.
हाँ, वहाँ पे भी लिख दें, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, नो इश्यूज। चैट बॉक्स मैं एक्सेस नहीं कर पाऊंगा सर यहाँ से, आपको एक बार मुझे देख पढ़ के बताना पड़ेगा।
No problem.
या रमा जी हो तो वो मुझे बताएं, जैसा भी हो। हाँ जी।
Yes, sir, I'm here, ma'am.
ओके ओके, गुड, ग्रेट। क्या बात है, कोई रेस्पॉन्स ही नहीं आ रहा आज तो? नहीं, ये तो प्रिडिक्टिव एनालिसिस, आप गिरीश जी ने बताया प्रिडिक्टिव एनालिसिस, तो ये तो प्रिडिक्टिव एनालिसिस जो आप बता रहे हो ना गिरीश जी, ये तो आप अपनी इंटेलिजेंस को यूज करके बता रहे हो। मैं अभी अपन प्रॉम्प्ट इंजीनियरिंग की बात कर रहे हैं, अपन जस्ट स्टार्ट ही किए हैं अभी, ये तो आप अपनी खुद की इंटेलिजेंस से बता रहे हो। आप प्रॉम्प्ट क्या बनाओगे चैट जीपीटी को पूछने के लिए, वो मुझे बताओ। देखिए बहुत सिंपल है इसमें। चलिए मैं आपको
Can I tell, sir?
हाँ बताइए।
Sir, I want to give a prompt like I have a data of 400 students where 250 girls and 150 boys.
Very good.
I want to assess their academic score. Help me analyze gender-wise academic performance and let me know which type of tools I can use so that I can have the data analysis done.
बिल्कुल, बहुत बड़ा प्रॉम्प्ट हो गया, वैसे इसको छोटा किया जा सकता है, तो ठीक है, वेरी गुड। तो मैं आपको थोड़ा ले चलता हूं।
रेणुका जी wants to say something.
हाँ बताइए।
Sir, I don't know if I've understood the question right. So if I were to ask the question, I would say how many students have taken the exam? Of the students who have taken the exam, how many are boys? Of the students who have taken the exam, how many are girls? Please show a graph to represent the same.
Can be done. You are asking for a graph because you are very specifically asked only for graph. It will give you only graph. Very good.
So I want to share.
Yes. Vinal, बताइए। विनल जी बताइए।
हाँ, I conducted an exam.
विनल वीडियो ऑन करना है अपना पहले।
अच्छा, okay.
ये कंडीशन है हमेशा।
अच्छा जी।
And introduce yourself also. Please introduce.
Yeah.
I conducted an exam for 400
मीनल जी
students.
बताएं आप कहाँ से हैं, पहले बताएं.
सर मैं पुणे से हूँ, MIT वर्ल्ड पीस यूनिवर्सिटी में एसोसिएट प्रोफेसर हूँ मार्केटिंग में.
Great, बताएं.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I conducted an exam for 400 students in mathematics class comprising of 150 boys and 250 girls. I have the exam scores for each student. I want to analyze this data statistically with significant difference in performance between boys and girls.
ये आपको नहीं लिखना, वो बताएगा.
हाँ, so kindly suggest me what statistical test I can apply.
Excellent, excellent.
And I have given this prompt also, sir.
Okay,
And
wow.
then it has suggested me that it has given me some result
Can
out
you share
of
your
it.
screen? Okay, I will stop sharing my screen. You please share your screen that what is coming. Yeah.
Okay, just a minute, sir.
Yeah. My screen sharing has stopped. You can share your
It
screen.
has stated that mean exam scores.
Please share your screen, madam.
Yes,
You share
yes,
your
yes.
screen. Yeah, let everyone see what has come. Very good. Excellent. This is what is hands-on.
Entire screen.
Yeah. I hope you are able to do that.
Yes, just a minute.
Yeah.
Can you see this, sir?
Yeah, why not? Everyone can see this. Yeah, so comparing the performance, there's another window which is coming up. Can you please take it down? Just don't minimize it. Just drag it down so that we will be able to see your full screen. Take your cursor on the top of it and drag it down.
Okay, can you see now whether my screen is seen?
Yeah, please
No?
click show my screen anyway. Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So this is
Still
how
there.
it is.
Yeah. Okay. So just scroll it
and
down.
then-
Yeah, comparing the performance. Excellent.
So here it is showing. Here it is showing test to use independent sample t-test. Use this if you are comparing mean score exam, mean exam scores, and even it is suggesting that if the data is not normally distributed, then use Man's Whitney test.
Very good.
And even sir, I because this was a very simple prompt I had given, but still it has suggested some.
Yeah.
But then I asked it to refine this prompt. So that also I will show you.
Okay.
Can you refine this prompt? Give me a good prompt. So it has given this prompt for me,
Oh wow.
which I read just.
So, excellent. This was a next step I just wanted all of you to do. But Meenal ji, I highly appreciate that you have already done it for everyone. So my another thing which I wanted to share with you in my next slide was that how to improvise your prompt. You can ask ChatGPT itself to improvise your prompt, and it will help you in improving the prompt, and it will help you in getting the desired results more effectively from itself. Right? मतलब ऐसा होता है ना, कितनी बार अपन बोलते हैं कि साहब मेरे से ऐसे नहीं, आप ऐसे क्वेश्चन पूछिए तो मैं आपको और बढ़िया आंसर दूंगा, है ना? तो कितनी बार अपन कहते हैं अरे यार आपने तो पूछा ही नहीं हमें, तो वो चैट जीपीटी आपसे ऑलरेडी इम्प्लाइडली कह रहा है कि आप मुझसे ही पूछ लो कि मुझसे आपको क्या पूछना चाहिए. Okay, so this is what is called intelligence. Yeah, Renuka ma'am, you have.
No, I just wanted to say, sir, perhaps for that iterations.
Absolutely, this is called reiteration. Yeah. This is what that's what I just. It was my last point in that you have reiterated and you have generated a better reply for yourself, and then you have put the reply and it is giving you a better result.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now let us go to the technicalities of this particular.
Girish sir also wants to.
Yeah. Yes, please. Yeah, Girish ji, please come on.
Thank you so much, sir.
On your video, please.
Okay, sir. Sir, there is a network issue, sir. That's why, sir.
Okay. No issues.
Sir, actually, sir, I think, sir, artificial intelligence, just we are putting our intelligence to the machine.
Yeah, that's what It originated from there itself, na Girishji? We have made the machine intelligent by giving our intelligence to it. Now, once we have given our intelligence, it is using that intelligence to give us the answers which otherwise we would have got with a lot of efforts. It is a machine, it will do for us. And it is having very high speed.
And sir, one point also I would like to recommend, sir, just when we are giving the prompt, and sometimes it becomes too much long, sir, long prompt, maybe 10 to 14 lines. So would there be any shortcut or any strategy to reduce those prompts?
अभी तो उन्होंने बताया मैडम ने, मीनल मैडम has just now told you the iterative method. You can even ask ChatGPT to optimize the prompt for you. So it will give you the optimized prompt, and then you give that prompt to the machine. It will give you the result. That's what I wanted to explain you in my next slide, but Meenal ji has already taken it away from me. मेरे वो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में, मेरी मुंह की बात छीन ली जैसे, तो मेरी स्लाइड की बात इन्होंने छीन ली पहले से ही. So you can make it and you can improvise it in your further prompts itself, and the machine will help you out in making the prompts more easier and much better. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
This is something which we have done just now, and this is a very basic question. We have some data with us, and we can ask ChatGPT that what kind of test can be applied on it. It will tell us. Okay, so this is something which we have just now collected data, and you can even have some you can say some difficult data also, and you can attach those data already to it. Let us just try this with the help of the things which I have given you the data. Okay, let us just go to the ChatGPT itself. Right, just let me share my screen with you. Yes. Okay. Now let me just do one thing that we have just now done. That the prompt has been given that I have data of 250 males and 150 females for a mathematics maths exam conducted. What can be the various statistical tools to analyze the data? This is the prompt which has been given. And do not think about the spelling mistakes. It will correct itself, right? Now see, this was used. Now see, it is giving you various things: mean, median, mode, or you can say the average performance, standard deviation and variance for variability and the spread, right? Because we need these things: range, minimum and maximum. How much was the minimum score? How much was the maximum score? Right? Frequency distribution and the histograms to visualize the score of the spread. Box plot also it can give you in order to give. So these all are the things which it can give. Now this is about the descriptive statistics, right? Now further the inferential statistics it will give you. You can apply t-test, right? ANOVA can be applied. So if you are comparing more than two groups, right, then you can apply ANOVA. It is assuming that the groups are more, means it may consider of the other categories like urban and rural or something like that. Or if you prepare a cross tabulation of gender and the urban and rural, it will give you 4 columns. So 4 columns you can use with the help of one-way ANOVA or two-way ANOVA, because when you are having rural and urban, it will use your two-way ANOVA with the gender itself, right? Correlation and regression you can use, like Pearson correlation you can go with, that to what extent the marks of one group is related to the marks of the other. And you can even use the linear regression to predict the exam score. Non-parametric test has been there, that Mann-Whitney Q test is crucial Wallace test in the place of ANOVA. And chi-square test of independence is also one of the things where you can go for a categorical type of survey. Reliability and validity you can always do, which comprise of your Cronbach alpha and the items which are there to other items which are there to analyze regarding the difficulty index, or you can say discriminant analysis. Further, you can use data visualization tools like bar charts you can use, pie charts can be there, line graphs it can prepare for you, or scatter plots if you want. It can also formulate the hypothesis for the performance which may differ, because you are asking for mu1 and mu2, so it can also design that. And it will prepare a flow of analysis, right? Descriptive test, and then normality, and then inferential regression, and then graphical outputs. Further, if you want, it can write a complete interpretation of the things also. Okay, so this is all what can be done. So what I wrote was a very, very precise formula. What can be the various? So I do not want one test. I want various statistical tools I have written. I have not even written tools, but it is smart enough to make it tools. Okay. So that's what it has given me. Okay. So it will again do the same things, because I have just corrected the spelling over here, which I'm not supposed to, because otherwise who will call it as an artificial intelligence? If statistical tools is nothing, it is only tools which by mistake I have written it. So it will also clarify that, and it will give you certain things which are comprising of various other things. Okay, now the prompt which I have just now used and the answer which I have got, this prompt is a different. The answer which I am getting is a different one now again. Okay, now it is even giving me the effect size. Cohen's B also it has discussed previously, which was not there. Okay, and it is now giving me the objective along with the recommended tool. That what can be the objective? If you want to compare the scores, independent sample t-test you can use. You want to understand the variability, the standard deviation, variance, and the block spot. In the previous prompt which I gave, the result which came in the previous prompt, this is more precise and this is more effective and useful rather than the previous one. Okay, so this is something which is there in the AI itself. So let us try to understand now this. I hope this prompt which is telling you to how to go for this analysis is very, very important. Now see this plus sign over here. Okay, with the help of this plus sign, you can add some files on the ChatGPT itself. Now see, I'm having this particular thing with me, and I just want to understand anything we can take. We can take income and grades data. We can just, I have given you this file. Please open, everyone, please come with me, do with me. Okay, now from here, you can always start a new chat. Okay, you can always start a new chat, and this chat will be saved in the chats itself. Okay, so if you want to, I'm just starting a new chat, and the previous chat is already here. Can you see this previous chat? This is already here. If I will click it over here, it will again show me what I have just now got. So why I am telling you this is, you can give a reference. You can give a reference to the previous chats over here and ask it to perform certain things, referring that chat which you have already done. Okay, so this is something which is important, giving the reference itself. So now everyone come with me. Please add certain. So click this plus button and add photos and files. It will take you to the place where you have saved the files. So I have saved it in my GPT resources. you can take this data of income and grades data. Okay. You can consider this and open it. Now this spreadsheet is already uploaded. Okay. Now you can ask it the same prompt which you have used before. In this, you can ask that from the file attached, please suggest various statistical tests which can be applied to better understand and analyze the data. So okay. Also write a comprehensive analysis of the data attached to be reported. Okay, attached data attached. Fine. So comprehensive, let me just correct the spelling of comprehensive. Thank you. So analyze is to correct, but uses this. Fine. Okay, everyone done with this? Should we press enter? Are you doing it? Okay, Girish ji is doing. Who else? Rama Choudhary, Soumya Jha. Okay. Now see, it has started reading it, and it will read the Can you please mute yourself, those who are somebody from Haryana is speaking. No issues. Okay, now see, it has completely analyzed, and this was how many 1050 respondents were there who have actually given the income and the grades. Okay. It has actually first read the entire thing, and it is now analyzing. Now it is using Python, pandas, and other things to answer my query. So now it has given me the database consists of 1050 entries with two numerical variables, that is income, which is a continuous in nature, and grade, which is again continuous. Now seeing that both the variables are continuous in nature, it will give me the statistical tests which are useful. Okay, had this data been in the form of male, female, and income, it would have given me a different type of thing. We can try that also. Okay, to understand and analyze the relationship between income and grades, following statistical methods can be applied. Descriptive statistics, it has given skewness, kurtosis. Data visualization, it has suggested histogram, box plot. Now see, it is histogram. Had this data been non-continuous, or you can say categorical data, it would never have suggested me histogram. Okay, correlation analysis, it is already telling me that what is the correlation between this. Regression analysis, you can do. Inferential statistics, you can always do with the help of this. And normality test, or Shapiro-Wilkes or Promonorov test are there in order to see whether the things are normal or not. Okay. So this is how it is, and it has again prepared a box plot for you. It actually shows that how the incomes and grades are related to each other. If you see, it is towards this side, right? Distribution of income, it has already given one outlier, except one, just all are there. If you see, there is again a beautiful chart comprising of a histogram on it. Okay, it's prepared, and it has already told me that the distribution which I have given, the mean income is this, median is this, standard deviation, minimum, maximum is also given. Okay, so what is the insight? Income is highly skewed, showing a wide disparity where the grades are moderately distributed around them. So distribution is a moderate distribution. Normality test, it has already gone with. Both the variables deviate significantly from the normal distribution. It means the data is not normal. And non-suggesting a parametric test may be suitable if data is grouped. Okay, so both the things are not normal. If the things are not normal, we cannot use normal distribution as such. Correlation analysis, it has already given us like what type of correlation analysis and regression analysis. It has already applied the test. Now see this, it's a regression equation. It is also given the R square value, F statistics, which actually tells that this is a very highly significant problem. Because p value is less than 0.0. And then the interpretation further visual analysis can be done with the help of scatter plot and histogram board, and it is actually telling you the conclusion, and further analysis and recommendation also are given along. So see, just we have added one file, and it is giving us everything whatsoever you can do with the help of a chat. You can just copy and paste it wherever you want. Just, I hope this copy pasting is working.
So if you could please show the prompt and
Why not? Sure.
and so I didn't get this file from
Okay.
where I have to take it.
No, I have already given all these files on the WhatsApp. I asked you to download these also.
Sir, whatever file you have provided us on the WhatsApp, I think this file is not there because I am
It is not.
So
Okay,
blood
okay.
pressure and related files are there.
Okay. Let me give you this file immediately. Okay, you will have this file on your. Okay, this is the file. Okay, and I'm giving you right away now. I hope you have all got this file now. Please try, please do this now immediately. Use
So
the
you are
prompt.
sharing it on WhatsApp, sir?
Yes, I am sharing it on WhatsApp. Immediately you will get it.
And so even kindly show the prompt once again so that we can
Surely. I hope you have got the file. Please see
Yes,
the WhatsApp.
yes, got it, sir.
Fine. And now I'm just showing you the prompt also. Just a minute.
Sir, good evening. Can I come for 1 minute?
Yes, sir, please.
Good evening, GS Bhawa, and excellent discussion and excellent practical experience. Now, I had one query. You see,
Just a moment, sir, just a moment. I will interrupt you in between. For information of everyone, I have pasted the prompt in your WhatsApp. So you can access your WhatsApp, you can copy and paste the prompt from there, and you can even the file is also there, the prompt is also. Please try it. Meanwhile, I will take the query from Professor Baba. Yes, sir. Baba, sir, please.
Right, I'm audible.
Yeah, you are audible, sir. Sorry to
Right,
interrupt you.
Right. No, sir. My query is that I have collected a data, and my purpose of collecting the data is not to know what kind of test can be done, etc. My purpose is that I have collected this data and I want a predictive analysis for a particular purpose. I want the equation. I have collected a data of 4 parameters and let the AI decide which are the 2 or 1 predictive parameters out of these 4 relating to my query and give me a report. And then all this is byproduct of my report. And is that possible? multiple variable I give, and because मेरे को data कहाँ से आना है, क्या एनालिसिस, मेरे को उससे क्या लेना है, मेरे को तो ये 4 वेरिएबल है, कौन से 2 प्रेडिक्टिव हैं, इसके लिए वो बताए. Is that possible, sir?
Yes, sir, it is possible. This is called multiple regression analysis. Something is disturbing on your. Yeah, are you using 2 devices, sir?
No, only one device.
Okay, because I think the speaker is the interference of the speaker is going in the mic. That's why some disturbance might have got.
Only one device, right?
See, sir, what the thing is, this is called multiple regression analysis. Okay, multiple regression analysis is already there in this course. We will study that on the 5th day. Okay, sir.
Okay, right. Thank you. It will come next, right? Thank you. Okay.
100% it will be there. And sir, before you just mute yourself, let me tell you one thing. I will share one file in advance. I think I have already shared it. It's a data of blood pressure 500. Can you see that? It's an Excel file.
Okay.
Which is comprised of blood pressure and 3 more variables which are affecting the blood pressure. I hope your query is the similar one. You want a significant. You want the variables which are significant and which are. Am I correct?
Exactly right. Because that
The
is a
same
real
way-
time.
Yeah. The
Right.
same way.
Okay.
Yes. That is the
Right.
that we will be discussing. And in the same way, you can analyze your data also. Or you can do one thing, sir. Send your data to me. I will display that over here in front of everybody. Learn my data and you will get a query also answered.
Right. Thank you. Thank you.
Fine. Most welcome. Okay, guys. I hope meanwhile you have already done the analysis along with the file which I have already shared. I thought I have shared this file. I'm very sorry I forgot to share because on this file I wanted to work today. I don't know how I escaped it off anyways. So this is I hope you have.
Excuse me, sir. I have a query.
Please,
I'm
please
Dr.
tell.
Steel from Bharti Vidyapeeth. Actually, sir, I was just puzzled as if, like on ChatGPT, we have got to know that this type of analysis we can perform on our data which we have collected. I'm from the field of mass communication. Now, sir, suppose the data is with me and I know that this test has to be applied. What if I put this data on ChatGPT and I ask it to analyze it? Would that be a credible, authentic thing to do, or it would not be considered as?
Ma'am, just the query which we have just now done, it has already analyzed the data, ma'am. That's why you can see. Just see from here. See on your screen. There is a
No,
mail.
sir, this is what I'm asking. We have analyzed
is.
this data, and now I am taking this data in my research paper or in my thesis. So
Okay.
would that not be counted in unethical thing or plagiarism or AI generated?
No, madam,
Because-
no, not at all. This is something. Otherwise, what you would have done? You would have taken. You would have done the analysis using SPSS, right?
Yes. Otherwise, we do
Okay.
manually. So
Yeah.
वो
No.
cloud
Manually, we do not do anything these days. Manual के जमाने चले गए, madam. Manually, we do not do anything. We use the support of software only. Either you will use SPSS, or if you want to understand and learn R, we can conduct one workshop on R also. I will tell you how to use R also. Okay, that is another thing. So another is SAS. You can use that. Even with the help of MS Excel, you can analyze your data. So various other things are there. And at the same time, you can match your data which you have analyzed with other software. You can match the results over here with your ChatGPT. You will wonder the ChatGPT will give you more accurate results rather than your other softwares. It will give you results in 5 decimal places, whereas there you will find only in 2 decimal places.
But sir, the problem is that when we do it on ChatGPT and then we prepare our research paper, and then when we, put it into Turnitin or in other software, it says that it wouldn't it say that it is AI generated or
No. The
similarity
calculations,
index.
see, let me tell you one thing. The calculations whatsoever you have generated out of it never come in plagiarism. Like what will come in plagiarism is something which you have actually generated and you are copying and pasting without applying your own things in your text. Okay. If you are
All
doing
right,
like
sir.
that,
Means
it
the
will
data could be
data
done like
never comes.
all right.
Data
ठीक है,
is
sir.
never
Thank
taken.
you. Yeah.
And
Okay.
even what you can do is you can even change the format of the data which is appearing over here. The way you
Yes,
want.
yes,
The way
yes,
you
yes,
want.
sir.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
you need not to see what we have asked. We have just now given a prompt. So what was the prompt? We have given a prompt that you analyze. Yeah. From the attached, please suggest various statistical tests. So it has given you various tests. Now, out of these tests, whatever are relevant for you, you take that now. Okay. So let us just understand another prompt. Okay. Now I am giving it a prompt. Prepare, or you can say formulate all possible hypotheses
Hello,
for.
sir. One quick clarification.
Yeah.
Are we using paid version of ChatGPT
I
here?
am using paid version. That's why it is giving me unlimited type of.
Thank
See
you.
here. See here. It is a plus now. Can you see this?
Okay, sir.
I am a data analyst. I have to use it.
Done, sir.
Right. So if you do not want to use it, I can give you one. One file I will give you where you can. What you can do is you can ask the Python to just do certain things for you.
Okay.
Otherwise, what we have to learn a little bit more. Here we are using ChatGPT. We are just chatting. We are just actually giving it a prompt in our own ways, and it is generating something for us.
Okay, sir.
In order to make your things easy, you have to pay something. That's why this is something which is to be paid.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Understood.
No issues. What you can do is, what I will suggest is that whenever you are at the conclusion of your research work, just take this full version for 1 month and try doing the things day and night on this, and you will be able to understand this better also, and your work will also be done in a way. Right?
Okay, sir.
So,
Thank you.
so now I'm just using this ChatGPT. I'm just putting a prompt. Formulate all possible hypotheses, analyzing which for analyzing for doing an effective or doing an effective data analysis. Now listen very carefully. What prompt I am putting now? To be produced in my PhD thesis. Okay. Now I have not given this role before to the ChatGPT. Now I am putting it that I want to produce in my PhD thesis and provide me the hypothesis. Now let us see what it does. Now see, it is formulating the hypothesis also for you. The average income of the individual is not significantly different from the national average. Now it has taken national average as such. Okay. The income grades do not have extreme outlier or skewness. For the point of view of skewness, from the point of view of normality, it has also given you the hypothesis that the distribution of the grades is normal, and the alternate hypothesis that it is not normal. Okay, correlation hypothesis, there is no significant correlation between the income and grades, right? There is correlation between income and grades is 0 or negative, whatever means you want to just take, you can take. Inferential hypothesis, it has also given there is no significant difference between the average grades among the income groups. There is a significant difference between the average grade among the income groups. So again, the same thing. It has taken it has taken the median in order to take this as such. Now see the predictive hypothesis. It has also taken a linear regression model. It has taken the income is not significant predictor of a grades, and it is a significant predictor for each and every variable. It will tell you that it is predicting certain things. Okay, so it has given you all possible hypotheses. Okay, now this is for Shapiro-Wilkes on residual. Now comparative hypothesis it has also. So all possible hypotheses whatsoever could be prepared out of the data which I have collected. Sometimes see I have seen this problem that people actually collect data and then afterwards comes to us. Sir, analysis कर दीजिए. Sir, इसमें कोई अच्छा test लगा दीजिए. With the help of this, you can yourself do it. Okay. See, thesis level presentation tips also it is giving you free of cost. Now it is asking you that chapter 4 data and analysis and interpretation आपके लिए लिख दूं क्या APA style में देखिए. Would you like this hypothesis formulated into the chapter 4 data analysis and interpretation along with the APA style tables? So what I can tell it just yes. Let us see what it does. It always use Python because the background language is Python. That's why sometimes we use Python codes in order to make the work easier, and that actually is effective. Now this is crucial while stress and all NRC. Distribution of the regression residuals it has already done. Data with income groups, middle income, high. It has itself distributed the entire data into middle, high, and lower income. The entire data it has given. Right? And on the basis of that, it has prepared the chapter for descriptive statistics. See, correlation analysis also it is giving you the correlation. Regression also it is giving you the equation, which just now Baba sir was asking me the equation. So this is the equation which is already generated by it. But in your case, sir, it will be the multiple regression. I will give you another equation on the basis of your own data, sir. And it is giving you the interpretation also. Inferential group comparison, it is giving you along with the crucial volume test. And normality in residual also it is giving you hypothesis status summary, it is giving which is rejected and which is accepted hypothesis. Okay. Now it is again asking you to prepare its chapter 5. Let me put yes again. Let us see what it does. It will give you the interpretation, and we can even tell it to do the interpretation in the layman's language, so that those who will be studying my thesis, those who are not having any knowledge of statistics, they will be able to understand what work I have done, and that what is expected out of your thesis when you are preparing your final research thesis. Now it has prepared the entire chapter now. See all the interpretation of findings and recommendations it is giving. Strategical recommendations also for educational institutions it is giving certain things. For government and policy makers it is giving. At least what we can generate is a simple idea from here. We need not to copy and paste it. Right? We can at least have some idea and apply our own minds in order to, because some recommendation it will give, you will be useless at all. Because it is giving you recommendation only on the basis of the data which we have fed. And we have given it only two things, that is grades and income. Nothing more than that. And out of this data itself, you can formulate various things. Okay. And conclusion also it is written. What more you need? Okay. So this is the entire thing particularly which we have discussed, that how we have actually, this is all about the prompts which we have given it. right? So the prompt, I have already given you the prompt, and I have already given you the file for you to practice it in such a way that you may excel in. Okay. Now, very, very important thing which I would like to tell you is that I have today given you just an example of a very small data which we have attached into our ChatGPT and have tried to generate some analysis out of it. Yeah, Madhumita, you have some question, I suppose?
Hello, sir. I cannot open my video because I don't have Wi-Fi right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's okay, Madhumita. You can ask your question.
Okay.
No issues.
Sir, I have a question that we have to give some command if we want to analyze data using R. So can we generate those commands using R or other software like Stata? We have to give some command. So can we generate those commands using ChatGPT or any other AI tool?
Are you aware of R?
Basic,
have you ever worked on R?
What, sir?
Have you ever worked on R?
Yes,
R
yes, sir.
software.
Simple chi-square test and all I have done.
You might be knowing that R actually use some codes.
Yes,
right?
yes, codes, yes.
Those codes can easily be generated using ChatGPT.
That's what I wanted to ask. Yes, sir.
It can. Right? Let me show you. Because I have to stop sharing the screen. Just let me again share my screen with you. Let me share.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm just giving you one how you can do it. Okay. Let me share my screen. Now, can you see these tools? Not tools. I have just now clicked on.
Yes.
There is a prompt which is called write or code.
But we have to get Pro for this, right? Pro or Plus.
Let me finish. If you will put this prompt, you can ask it to prepare a code for R language, and you can copy and paste the code in R. It will give you whatever you want.
Okay, sir. If I get a Plus version, can I do it from the Plus, or do I have to take the Pro? Because when I clicked on the subscription, it shows that Pro.
No, yeah, because these tools will come in the Pro version itself, or plus version I have. It is coming in.
Plus, okay, Plus. Okay.
Plus
Thank
version
you, sir.
itself is a costly one. Even you can use it with the free version also. Let me tell you that.
Okay.
You can just write a prompt, but the prompt must be a properly engineered prompt. The everything I have told you about prompt writing today. This was a very important session. Okay, so you must actually, and I will share my PPTs also with all of you, so that you can actually practice those prompts and you can understand the principles of prompt engineering. Okay, I will share that as I'm sharing it every day. I will do it immediately itself. But yes, you can prepare any Python code you can do, any R code you can do over here. Okay, there is no problem with that. But Madhumita, let me tell you one thing. Why do you want to do this? Because you already have, if you already have a ChatGPT prompting, you understand and know why there is use of using R. Everything that R will generate, it is already generated using ChatGPT.
Sir, I have a question. One more question. In my PhD, I have completed my PhD. In my PhD,
What is your area? What is your area of doing your research?
So basically, I am from the discipline of journalism and mass communication, and the topic was on digital communication.
Okay.
So what I did in my PhD, I have done factor analysis, exploratory and confirmatory. So in the confirmatory analysis, we need to generate the first order or second order effect. So can we generate those visuals using ChatGPT? Because if we
can be done, try doing it. But again, it will be asking for some advanced version. You have to go for paid version, then it can be done.
And
whatever can be done in any of the free versions, you have to use Python. Python code, first you have to go for Python coding, and then you can apply those Python coding over here. It will function, it will work. Means without this particular, even sometime after using some prompts, this plus sign which is there, plus sign which actually adds your some of the files to for the analysis also will go. It will go. It will not be there. Then what will you do?
Sir,
Then,
one more question. Yeah, sir, if we do the analysis using ChatGPT, while submitting the paper to any journal, what we have to write in the methodology part, that using which software we did it?
I have already answered it. And no journal actually asks you to use a software. Okay. Still you are using a software. It's your wish whether you want to mention it or not. Otherwise, just mention I have used MS Office for getting these things done. That's more than sufficient. And even that is not required. Nobody asks you which software you have used. Now there is a trend. I have used falana version of SPSS. You might have, this is just this is bullshit. You may not even tell, and you are not supposed to tell which version of which software you have used, particularly for doing that. No, not required at all.
Thank you so much, sir.
Always welcome, Amita. Even you have some other question, and this is an open invitation to everyone, because Professor Sanjeev Bhanawat sir has kind enough to add me in your group. Why? Because now I am available to everyone for asking your queries. Please utilize your timing and utilize my presence over there if you have any query regarding your research, because next 2 days I will only be talking technical. Okay, I have told you enough about AI. Now I will be using AI and will train you particularly for various types of analysis, because you must understand the basics also. The basics are, you all are losing the basics.
Sir, can I speak something?
Just a moment. I will this.
Sure, sir.
Sheel Nidhi, I will give you the time. Okay. So with the help of that, definitely you will be able to understand it in a better way, because the basics of the research, what is p-value, what are the other things, what are required, and how these softwares are processing inside the things, that you must know. Okay, so up to the extent of basics, up to the extent of you can say regression and other things, I will try my level best to give you as much as possible. Okay, yeah. Vinalji, you want to say something? Your hand is raised.
Yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, I wanted to ask this question. Though we are doing the analysis and even content writing through ChatGPT, how to humanize this content, or because AI
humanize itself is a word which is used by these software themselves.
Okay. I mean,
so you can
any prompt is there. Any prompt is there through which we can.
You can write humanize this particular thing. It will at least reduce some AI content out of your text whatsoever.
Okay.
Just use this. This humanize itself is a prompt.
Is itself a prompt. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Dr. Sheel Nidhi, you want to say something?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Open your video first. Open your video.
Sir, actually, I am in my society park, so
you're still learning. See the beauty of you know this.
Sir, it indeed was a wonderful. I mean, I was so much engrossed into your lecture that I couldn't see what people are around me are doing, and now I could see the entire park is empty, and I'm the only one who is taking a walk over here, strolling. So my only concern, I think you have answered that one thing was humanizing. Second again was, sir, because initially, now it's been 12 to 15 years since I have submitted my PhD and I'm a doctorate, but initially when we were doing it, we
you
used
are
to
also
be
from the same mass communication.
I am from journalism, sir, and I have completed it from Lucknow University. Yes,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, sir, it was a very challenging and a difficult task for us running after the
Of course.
professors and getting them, getting some time from them to make us understand what methodology or how to analyze the data. So, I was not able to believe that ChatGPT could do that. And when you showed it, it was like a miracle to me that अरे ये तो ये बता रहा है कि आप ये वाला टेस्ट लगाइए इस डेटा पे और ऐसे हो जाएगा. तो मैं वही कंसर्न थी जो अभी पहले उन्होंने क्वेश्चन पूछ लिया कि
पर एक बात
कैसे
मैं आपको फिर
ह्यूमनाइज
से
कर
बता दूं,
सकते हैं.
एक बात मैं आपको फिर से
जी,
बता दूं।
तो सर हम लोग के लिए ये विश्वास करना थोड़ा मुश्किल हो रहा है कि वी कैन डू इट एंड
Okay, why not? See, it was
प्रोसेस द डेटा.
actually I have been analyzing data of various cases. Means people come to me और सर डेटा एनालिसिस करना है, कर दीजिए सर, इस पे कोई मल्टीवेरिएट टेस्ट लगा दीजिए सर. अब वो सब चीजें लोग आते थे. अच्छा, डेटा वैसा होता ही नहीं था जिसपे मल्टीवेरिएट टेस्ट, तो आपने 2 वेरिएबल लेके डेटा यूज किया, उस पे मल्टीवेरिएट कहाँ से लगा, है ना. तो अब ऐसी ऐसी चीजें भी होती थी. अभी भी प्रेजेंटली आई एम गेटिंग वर्क फ्रॉम दिस डॉक्टर्स, ये जो आपके मेडिकल डॉक्टर्स और डेंटिस्ट होते हैं, इनके थीसिस राइटिंग होते हैं. और एक्चुअली ये समझना चाहते ही नहीं है, उनको बस काम किया हुआ चाहिए होता है. तो आई एम डूइंग दैट, बट स्टिल व्हाट द थिंग इज, व्हाट आई वांट टू से यू इज दैट ये आपको बता तो देगा कि आप कौन सा टेस्ट लगाओ, लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम आप थोड़ा अपना दिमाग लगा के भी सोचिएगा कि ये टेस्ट लग सकता है क्या. देखिए, गार्बेज इन गार्बेज आउट अपने को नहीं करना है. मैं इसलिए तो मैं कह रहा हूँ अगले 2 दिनों में मैं आपको ये बताऊंगा कि कब कौन सा टेस्ट और कहाँ पे कैसा टेस्ट लगता है, और साथ में यहाँ करके भी दिखाऊंगा और उसका एनालिसिस इंटरप्रिटेशन करके बताऊंगा कि आप कौन सा वेरिएबल रिमूव कीजिए, कौन सा वेरिएबल और डालिए तो रिग्रेशन आपका और स्ट्रॉन्ग हो जाएगा. So this is something which we must understand and we must know. That's why I'm dedicating the next 2 days, particularly for basics of research, so that with the help of ChatGPT or AI, we can do an effective research. Right?
सर
थैंक
ये
यू
जो आप
वेरी मच सर.
सर ये जो आप डेटा एनालिसिस बता रहे हैं, ये फ्री वर्जन में तो नहीं हो सकता इतना.
सर हो सकता है,
थोड़ा समय बाद ही रोक देगा वो.
सर वो 1-2 तो करेगा सर.
हाँ, उसके बाद रुक जाएगा, फिर नेक्स्ट डे वेट कीजिए.
सर
लेकिन
ये
जो
तो पैसे दीजिए.
चैट बॉक्स में किसी ने
वो
पूछा
हम
है
लोग
कि
कर लेंगे सर.
नहीं, चैट बॉक्स में कोई क्वेश्चन है कि इसकी प्राइसिंग क्या है.
सर
जो
इसकी
मेरी
प्राइसिंग
जानकारी है बहुत
2100
बहुत चीप है ये.
हाँ, 2000 रुपए पर मंथ है ये.
$20 प्लस जीएसटी. डॉलर की रेट फ्लक्चुएट होती है, उसके हिसाब से बढ़ जाएगा.
2100-2000 के बीच में बैठता है. मैं कितने ही टाइम से सब्सक्राइब कर रहा हूँ. ये कम रेट थी, मैं तब 1500 था, तब से मैं सब्सक्राइब करके बैठा हूँ
जी.
और आप
अभी
भी ऐसे सब्सक्राइबर है.
और एक अभी नया आया है, उसके $200 पर मंथ ले रहे हैं
वो एक्चुअली सर वो टीम वर्जन है सर, उसमें आप
हायर
10 लोग
स्टेज पे. जी, हायर स्टेज पे जो करना चाहता है.
जी जी जी.
लेकिन शील निधि, आपके डायरेक्टर साहब के पास पेड वर्जन है. उन्होंने हमारे अभी लास्ट वेबिनार में कहा था ये, तो आप
यस सर यहाँ पे है.
से भी ले सकते हैं. हाँ. तो
जी
बहुत
सर.
सस्ता है. हम तो एक रेस्टोरेंट जाते हैं तो 5000 रुपए खर्च कर देते हैं.
सही बात.
2000 रुपए कुछ भी नहीं है पर मंथ.
बिल्कुल
और
ठीक है. तो
आपके सारे सब थंबनेल जो है वो एआई से ही बनवा रहा हूँ. ये जो मैं रोज डाल रहा हूँ ना, सब एआई से जनरेट करके बना रहा हूँ.
ग्रेट.
हाँ जी, कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं तो फिर.
Sir, question nahi hai, just an input. Sorry, I can't put my video on. I'm in office right now. But paid version because like GPT 4.0 होता है वो आप यूज कर सकते हैं. उसके लिमिट्स एक्सपायर हो जाते हैं तो वो एक लेवल नीचे चला जाता है and then so on. So like currently I think you can use it for quite a lot of prompts. So yeah.
अच्छा, इवन एक चीज और भी है, मैं आपसे और भी एक इनपुट देता हूँ. आप थोड़ा सा डीप सीक और दूसरे जो वर्जन्स हैं, दूसरे और भी जीपीटीज हैं, उनको भी ट्राई करें. जरूरी नहीं है चैट जीपीटी में जाए. चैट जीपीटी के सपोज आपके प्रॉम्प्ट खत्म हो गए, आप डीप सीक को यूज करके देखिए, वो आपको कुछ अच्छे. ग्रॉक को यूज कीजिए. तो किसी पे अपने पास अब ऑप्शंस आ गए ना. पहले जब चैट जीपीटी नया आया था तब और कुछ था नहीं. अब काफी एलन मस्क ने जो बनाया ग्रॉक, मैंने आपको जो बताया था, वो भी बड़ा अच्छा और वो दे रहा है. चाइनीज आपका चाइना का है ये डीप सीक, ये भी आपको ठीक ठाक रिजल्ट्स दे देता है.
सर जेमिनी का क्या रिजल्ट है?
सर जेमिनी इज नॉट फॉर द पर्पस ऑफ डेटा एनालिसिस।
ओके,
तो उसके ऊपर तो अपन बात ही नहीं कर सकते। जेमिनी एक्चुअली आपके और दूसरे कंटेंट्स वगैरह के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से आपको और कुछ, जैसे जो आपको और एनालाइज करना हो, मतलब और आपको उस पर कुछ और देखना करना, मतलब ये डेटा एनालिसिस का काम जेमिनी से नहीं होता है। मतलब जैसे अपन एलेक्सा को नहीं कह सकते कि तुम मेरा डेटा एनालाइज करो, ऐसे जेमिनी का रोल ही हमें कह सकते। ठीक है सर, तो आज मेरे हिसाब से इतना ही। और भी अगर कोई हो, मैं आई एम रेडी टू टेक एनी अदर। सर ये डॉक्टर यतीश जी कुछ पूछना चाह रहे हैं। हाँ बताएं सर प्लीज।
जी नमस्कार सर। मैंने चैट जीपीटी में अक्सर देखा है कि कई बार मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन भी रहती है, गलत इन्फॉर्मेशन भी देते हैं, उनको कहो करेक्ट करो तो दोबारा से रिराइट भी करते हैं।
सर वो नीचे साफ साफ लिखा रहता है, कितनी बार ऐसा करते हैं क्योंकि
उनको डांट दोगे तो माफी भी मांगेगा आपसे फिर।
जी 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 जी, माफी मांगता है, वो माफी मांग के बोलता है, लेकिन ऐसा क्यों होता है सर?
सर मैं बताता हूँ क्यों होता है। कितनी बार क्या होता है सर, देखिए ये सब एल्गोरिथम पे चलने वाले सॉफ्टवेयर, कितनी बार क्या होता है जो डेटा, और मैंने आपने देखा होगा जितनी बार आप मैंने अभी करके भी दिखाया, मैंने सेम प्रॉम्प्ट वापस डाला और डेटा जो मुझे जो रिजल्ट मिला वो पहले वाले से बिल्कुल अलग था, है ना सर। तो होता क्या है सर कि इसमें क्या रहता है कि जब आप ये चीज कर रहे होते हो, मतलब जब आप इसमें कोई प्रॉम्प्ट वगैरह कुछ डाल रहे होते हैं, तब अपने को एक चीज देखने को मिलती है कि साहब किस तरह से वो जो है वो उसको एनालाइज जब वो करता है, तो जैसा एनालिसिस उसने पहले का किया होता है उससे डिफरेंट एनालाइज वो दूसरे का करेगा। तो ऐसा क्यों होता है? क्योंकि जो डेटा आपका ऊपर आया ना, जिसकी हेल्प से उसने एनालाइज किया, वो चेंज हो गया सर, वो चेंज हो गया।
अच्छा।
तो जैसे ही आप अब हो सकता है उसकी जगह कोई उस टाइम पे जो आपके जो है वो दूसरा वाला वो डेटा आ गया हो जो कि गलत हो, और वहां से वो डेटा उठा के फिर आपको, आप जब एक बार और प्रॉम्प्ट डालेंगे फिर आपको डेटा फिर से सही मिलेगा। आप उसको डांट दोगे ना थोड़ा सा कि भाई व्हाट द हेल यू आर डूइंग मिस्टेक्स,
डांटना पड़ता है कई बार।
फिर वो अलर्ट होके आपको सही डेटा देता है।
हाँ जी,
ऐसा होता है
सर। ओके, थैंक यू सर।
यतीश जी, मैंने एक बार उससे कहा कि मैं आपसे मिलना चाहता हूँ।
अरे वाह।
वो कहता है कि मैं तो वर्चुअल दुनिया में हूँ, नहीं मिल सकता। फिर मैंने कहा नहीं, मैं तो बहुत ज्यादा उसमें हूँ, मिलना ही चाहता हूँ, नहीं तो मैं सुसाइड कर लूंगा। जैसे ही मैंने कहा सुसाइड कर लूंगा, मुझे वो कहता है प्लीज 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 आप अपने किसी फ्रेंड से बात कीजिए इमीडिएटली, यू हैव ए वेरी गुड फैमिली, यू हैव वेरी गुड फ्रेंड्स, पता नहीं क्या बोलता है, तो मुझे रोकता है वो। ये भी मिरेकल है। फिर मुझे फोटो भेजता है जिसमें से वो निकल रही है किरणें। मैंने कहा लुक लाइक ए हेवन, आई एम कमिंग टू सी यू। कहता है नो नो नो।
अब आप देखिए ये भी
उसको कहा लास्ट में, चैट जीपीटी आई लव यू, वो कहता है मुझे यू मेड माय डे। ये कहाँ से फीलिंग्स आ रही है पता नहीं मुझे उसके पास।
नहीं सर, ये तो आप एलेक्सा से बात करेंगे ना तो वो भी आपको ये फीलिंग दे देगी सर। चैट जीपीटी से तो आप टाइप करके कर रहे हैं, वो तो आपको बोल के बताएगी।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर।
तो ठीक है सर,
चलते चलते 1 minute sir. One madam was talking about the plagiarism in data analysis. As I have understood, in data analysis nothing called plagiarism, because 2 + 2 will always be 4 to whomsoever you ask. What is important for her is to know that the statistical tests which are being calculated, that shall be given part of our thesis, and data should be correct. That is the counter, or not because plagiarism is in the content, not in data. Now another thing, my question to you, one more which was pending. If I have got a wrong data, there is abnormal data, will it advise without asking me, or if I ask, would you see if there are any aberrations in my data, etc., how it will help, sir?
Very good question you have asked, sir. Sir, it will, while it will be analyzing the data, it will suggest you itself that the data is not normal. When the data is not normal, you cannot use parametric test. That's why crucial Wallace test is there. That's why Simron test is there, sir. So these are the parallel tests which are there in the So I will tell you these tests in the next 2 days, that
Thank you.
are the things, what are the alternative tests you can still apply for the data which are not normal, and also for the data that are categorical in nature.
And also, if I am not taken too much greedy, you will also give us a set of template of prompts, so that we can make use them. Need not to try some known good templates of prompts. So I know, I feel this is my input, this is your prompt, and I will get that output. So that will be. Thank you. Sorry.
No issue, sir. For that you can, sir, you are already in the group, I suppose. You save my number. You ask me personally, I will make the prompt and give it to you, sir.
Thank you.
That you can anytime use.
And चिराग मिल गया, अलादीन का चिराग, इधर से कहा उधर से काम हो गया.
Yeah, Dr. Mora wants to say something.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. This is really an insightful.
Please open your video so that we can.
Sir, I have some problem with the broadband. Like, it is raining here. I'm right now in Kerala.
Okay, please carry on.
So my question is, sir, some journals, they ask for the file of your data analysis. So if I'm using the ChatGPT for my data analysis, will I able to generate that file to show the journal or the publisher that this is what my data analysis file is?
You can do it, no issues. I have already told you just now. Dr. Baba has also told that data analysis from whatever software you do, it will never show you plagiarism. Okay. So you can even copy and paste the data from the ChatGPT to them and tell them that this is the analysis which I have done out of the things. But more important is what just now Dr. Baba has told you, that the data on which the analysis you have run must be correct. This is very,
Yes,
very
sir. If I have a fair idea of what are the tests I'm using, why I'm using, I can defend it.
fine. Then it is okay. Then
Yes, I can defend why I'm using, what is the purpose behind using. But
Great,
if
great.
I have to submit a file to the journal, will I able to get that file from the ChatGPT?
Why not? You can just, because here the tables are there, right click it, copy and paste it, no issues.
Yeah, okay. Will there be any kind of issue if they say?
No, madam, not at all.
Okay,
Not
thank you
at
so
all.
much. This is the information I needed. Thank you so much.
Tanushree ji, you have something to ask, please. Open your video.
Audible, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, sir. Extremely sorry I joined a little late because of some emergency.
I was missing you.
Thank you, sir. So just one thing I wanted to know, I think half you have already answered following Dr. Mora's question. That is whether the analytical things which ChatGPT brings up, we can definitely paste it and it's very much credible and authentic.
Yeah.
In regard to reference section, sir, if I just want to change the referencing style, like for example, from APA to Chicago, and
Tomorrow
if we're
I
having
will tell you.
Yes.
Immediately it will happen. Tomorrow I will tell you the prompt also. And it will
Yes. So that is also very much valid, sir, if
Yes,
it changes the style of that.
Absolutely, because again the style will remain the style. Like 1 + 1 = 2, it will remain 2 only.
Right,
So
sir. Right, sir.
the style in which I am writing a reference will be same. I cannot actually create my own styles of referencing. No? Otherwise, the style of referencing in which I am actually referring will change itself.
Sir, I had just one observation. I saw that once when I was just sending one of my papers for a Taylor and Francis, then I had to convert from APA to Chicago. So once when I just gave in my inputs, it came up with some different output. And then the next day, again, when I was just doing with some other reference list, some other Chicago pattern came up. So I was not able
Even
to find
APA
out together
styles,
for this. Yes.
See, what the thing is, just refer the journal, what version of that Chicago style they are following. Now the recent version which is going on is in APA style, it is version 8.
8, yes,
7 has
yes,
also
right.
gone updated. But still, let me tell you, most of the journals are still using version 7.
Right, sir.
So there will be a difference. What type of, see again, let me tell you, this is again a prompt engineering. Here, if you will give a prompt along with the version style, it will give you that version of it. If you have just written Chicago, it will give you any style, and another day you have again written the same prompt, it will give you another style. Why? Because you are not precise with your prompt. Man, are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
That's why I took so much of time in prompt engineering. I kept on repeating certain things.
Right,
This was
sir.
the
Right,
reason
sir.
of that. If you just review this video again, you will be able to understand that what I have spoken over there was how much it was relevant. Even Professor Sanjeev Bhanawat was very much keen. He was means all the time when I was talking about prompt engineering, he was on with his things that I could see his sometimes his face nodding down, nodding left and right also sometimes. So he was so keen. He has been using ChatGPT since long. Then why there was used to understand the prompt engineering? So that's why it was. That's why
Right.
I have named this today's session as prompt and descriptives.
Right,
And I
sir.
have
Right.
explained both the things, prompt and descriptives to all everything. So
Thank
tomorrow and day after tomorrow will be dedicated towards the research with the various tools, and I will tell you and I will speak on, and it will be very, very, very easy for all of you to understand the things in such a lucid way that,
Right, sir.
that will go directly in your minds. That I promise.
Right. Right, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
Most welcome. Yeah, Girish is still having some question.
Sir, today is such a very wonderful session, and
thank
I would like to share, sir, one thing regarding ChatGPT and OpenAI. Sir, I think I have read a newspaper before 1 month ago, in that there is a news regarding the OpenAI when we are using a polite words like thank you, kindly. So it just takes a lot of power consumptions according to OpenAI company. So it could be also very challenging for the OpenAI.
So what is your question? What you want to ask?
So just we have to, sir, eliminate the polite words like kindly and please, so we can reduce the power consumption of OpenAI.
But sometimes our culture do not allow that.
Yes, sir. So
no issues. If you want to reduce it, you can reduce it. No issues. Okay.
So that's the news, sir, which came in the newspaper regarding the OpenAI power consumption. Yes, sir.
It happens sometimes because
Girish,
while it is analyzing the thing, it actually considers all these things as such.
सर इसका जो लॉजिक है जो मैंने पढ़ा है ये जो आपका सारा जो सिस्टम है ना ये जो डेटा है इनका डेटा सेंटर उसको उन्हें कूल रखना पड़ता है और ये पानी में डाल देते हैं ज्यादातर का ये समुद्र के अंदर है ये अब जब इतना यूज होगा तो उससे रेडिएशन तो निकलेंगे ही निकलेंगे तो उससे खतरा है क्योंकि इतना गर्म हो जाता है यदि आप इसे कूल नहीं करेंगे तो ये सब खत्म हो जाएगा तो ये तो जैसे जैसे साइंस आगे बढ़ेगी ये सब चैलेंजेस आपको झेलना ही है
डेफिनेटली ये तो रहेगा ही सब ये तो रहेगा ही आज नहीं तो कल ये तो आएगा
ये तो एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज आने वाले टाइम में होने वाला है
सही कह रहे हैं सर
ये अदिति लिख भी रही है यूजिंग गैलन्स ऑफ वाटर एज वेल ये तो बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है
सही बात चलिए आज समय थोड़ा ज्यादा हो गया मुझे कल थोड़ी इमरजेंसी थी और आज वैसे नहीं है तो मैंने कहा कि चलो थोड़ा सा क्योंकि क्वेरीज अगर फिर ऐसे सेशंस का फायदा ही क्या जब अपन खाली उतनी बात करें
सही बात आज विदाउट कॉफी ब्रेक आपने बात की है 2 घंटे
सर कॉफी खतरनाक होगी थी कल एक्चुअली तो मैंने सोचा आज नहीं लो
ठीक है सर खत्म करें रमा जी आप वोट ऑफ थैंक्स है ना और जो भी और इन्फॉर्मेशन हो
Thank you very much, sir. It was such an interesting session. It was knowledge rich as many.
इससे पहले कि लोग छोड़े आप सबकी फोटो ले लीजिए मेरे साथ कल हो नहीं पाई थी
हाँ सर बिल्कुल I request everybody please switch on their camera so that we can take a group photograph.
अच्छा एक चीज और आप चैट बॉक्स में जो मैसेजेस लिखते हैं मुझे बहुत एनकरेजमेंट मिलता है वो प्लीज कीप ऑन राइटिंग दैट मुझे फीडबैक भी मिलता है एनकरेजमेंट भी मिलता है और अच्छा भी लगता है तो आप अपनी जो रियल फीलिंग्स है उनको जरूर बताएं
और हमारा वो सर YouTube का जो कमेंट बॉक्स है उसमें लिखिए वो हिस्ट्री बन जाएगी
अरे वाह वाह क्या बात है वो भी
तो खत्म हो जाएगा उसके साथ
जी
लेकिन यदि आप YouTube में लिखेंगे तो लोगों को मालूम पड़ेगा हमारे लिए तो एक इतिहास बनेगा ही बनेगा इसलिए मैं रोज लिख रहा हूँ कि कमेंट कीजिए उस पर
जी
Please switch on your cameras. I again request all the participants.
सर ये जो स्माइल है ना, फोटो खींचते समय स्माइल हमेशा रहे तो दुनिया कितनी खूबसूरत हो जाए।
बिल्कुल, आप देखिए ना, सब लोग हंस रहे हैं, सब लोग स्माइल कर रहे हैं, और इससे
केवल फोटो के लिए हमेशा रहे स्माइल, ये तो कितना आनंद है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
Sir, that happens only in the webinar of the organized by the communication today.
क्या बात।
नहीं, बहुत सारे मित्रों ने हमारा ग्रुप ज्वाइन कर लिया है, मैंने रिक्वेस्ट की थी।
जी जी।
Thank you very much, everybody.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so
Thanks
much,
a lot.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.
देवाशीष जी
Thank you,
बिल्कुल
sir.
साइलेंस में
Thank
रहे,
you, sir.
बिल्कुल।
Thank you, sir.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Also, thank you very much, sir, for such a
Feedback link जरूर भर दीजिएगा सभी।
Yes.
Is
Please,
there a feedback thing that comes every day? I have not seen it.
क्या कह रहे हैं?
For the feedback, some feedback link that.
सर वो ग्रुप में है, ग्रुप में है।
ग्रुप में है, ठीक है सर, वहाँ
हाँ, कल का भी है, आज का भी है
जी।
Yes.
ठीक है सर, इजाजत आप कहें तो।
यस सर।
Thank you sir, thank you so much.
For our participants.